Okay, we are up. Now give me a second to give me a second to share the stream. Should be up and clear. Okay, not quite up yet. It's always a little bit of a delay. It happens. Okay, now it's up. Let's share this quickly, and then we should be ready to proceed. I am kind of disappointed that because of the way time zones work, we don't quite get quite get the alchemy draft right away. It just means I'll have to do it next week. And actually, because of the way my schedule is going to work, I might. That's actually a bit of concern. Will I be able to do it properly? Well, I think I might be able to. Yeah. So far, it's Sunday afternoons. Yeah, so it should be fine. Next week will be in the week after that would be an interesting one. I will be out of town, so it would affect the draft stream. Actually, it will also affect the midweek magic video, but I can always post. I can always post that. That shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today we're gonna be doing a premiere draft of Murders at Karlov Manor. So let's see what we've done. We've done white black, we've done green white, and it's pretty much by this point almost everyone knows that white is going to be really pushed, red is going to be really pushed. So this might be a point where we might be forced to learn how to do some of the less popular archetypes. Or we can see, it'll depend on what our pack one pick one goes. We might be able to force stuff again depending on what we open. And I guess we can start with white. Okay, now definitely taking Aurelius Vindicators, even if it's just a 4/2, 4/4, it's flying lifelink. This is pretty annoying to deal with. It's not completely impervious though. That said, we are giving up an Elegant Parlor, which we are giving up a Red Herring, but otherwise the white is not so tough to give up. On the blue side, we're giving up a lot of good green blue cards, so that's a concern. Black, giving up one of the best black commons, but not so. Then again, black is still kind of on the bottom end of the. It's actually kind of interesting. Like on one spectrum, you have white red, which is really good, and on the other spectrum, you have black red, which is. Leaves quite a bit to be desired. We got Evolutionary Leap, though this one might be a bit harder for us to use. There is Straight Up Murder, which is which I would like. Unfortunately, I guess we can start because I could take the murder, or I could just take the shock. And yeah, the double black is kind of killing it for me. I guess we can try to force the aggro. Let's see if we can make the shock work. Alternately, we could go white blue. No More Lies is pretty annoying as a counter spell, but I want to see if I can get in and get out. Okay, definitely taking Novice Inspector, one of the best white commons. Giving up Burden of Proof. Not giving up much in red. I guess Granite Witness would be the other option, but we're definitely taking Novice Inspector here. And got Crime Novelist, which is pretty good. Well, it's Crime Novelist, Galvanized. Make Your Move pretty much went up in the pick order. I might just take the Galvanized because this is a lot safer. Like, this gets annoying if you have a lot more cards, but I think I'm going to take the Galvanized first. Because right now, I feel like Prime Novelist is a bit too early for us. Like, we literally have only the one Investigate card. Now, sure, white-red. Blue-red, it would be best in blue-red. That one definitely has a lot of artifacts going around. White, it's also quite good in white-red if you are leaning towards that direction, but so far we're not leaning quite there yet. We are kind of getting our white-red, but I am concerned that we might get cut. So that is a problem. It'll be really odd if it'll be really nice if we could get the Parlor back, but kind of highly doubt that. Okay. Culprit's not so great for us. Splash blue, reasonable doubt. Relive the past. Well, this is a... Well, none of these other cards are that interesting. There is a Gravestone Strider, which does help us fix colors. It does give us a 2-drop. And gives us an artifact if ever we need to, though that's not something we can sacrifice to it. It's just that Relive the Past is kind of on the expensive side. Rakish Scoundrel, yeah, let's play it safe. Okay, Offender at Large is pretty good. Make Your Move is also a pretty good option. I might just take the large creature though. Generally, when you're going in white-red, you want to have a lot more creatures, so this is kind of where we want to be in. Green is very open. Like, Get a Leg Up is quite good. The Pompous is not that much. Okay, Sanitation Automaton, Granite Witness, both of these are probably on our radar. The Rage is okay. I guess a 3/2 flyer is generally better than the plain 2/1, though it does put pressure on. But it does put pressure on our early drops. Yeah, and that is another thing. That would be a consideration. I will probably take the Phantom, though I'm not really a fan of it. Thinking Cap. We do have two detectives a bit on the... Like, we could invest in it, but we shouldn't be that hard to get the Thinking Cap out down the line. Yeah, green. Okay, green blue. Okay, lots of goodies coming in for green blue. I'm gonna actually hate this one out. We could go for the Splash Unauthorized Exit, I guess. I guess I can take that as an option. Like, but yeah, whoever the green blue player is, they're eating. They're enjoying his life. Yeah, not looking that great. Like, we have some early interaction. Our 5-drop and one of our 4-drops are technically 3-drops. So do I want to demand answers, or do I want to just get the Candlestick? Definitely the demand answers is probably higher up here for us. Especially if we start investing on a few random artifacts, that should be fine. But yeah, we are caught red-handed. Guess it's fine-ish. There is the Shady Informant, but yeah, I don't want to run it if I can avoid it. Fairy Snoop, definitely want to avoid it. But that means we don't have anything for us here. Oh, I did get a Magnifying Glass. Oh, nice. We got a War Leader's Call, so we're giving up the Makeshift Binding, but we definitely want to hit the 2/4/1 cards now. Basically, Dog Walkers, Inside Source, Person of Interest. We definitely want to hit all those cards now. Yeah, we're not giving up a War Leader's Call at this point. We can give up Kylox easily. Crowvoth Hunch is a way to generate smaller creatures. Like, it's a cheap drop that you need to have 4 mana available. Like, in the meantime, it could just be because it's either that, Gearbane Orangutan, Person of Interest, but I kind of want to pass on this for now. It's a bit on the expensive. This is also kind of on the expensive side. It takes a bit to play around. I think we just take one of these and see how it goes. Like, if we have enough 1 and 2 drops, we can use this as an alternate 3-drop. Then on turn 4, then we can do the crack and drop. Another demand answers. Griffnaw Tracker, not as great as everyone thought it'd be. It's just not that format. There's a Leyline of the Guild pack if I wanted to round out my rares. Cryptex. Yeah, this is way too finicky. We have absolutely nothing from this pack. I guess you can expose the culprit, but I think I would rather just have a Griffnaw Tracker here as much. Okay, there's a knife. There's also we definitely want to start taking innocent bystanders at this point. Connecting the dots. It's a way to draw a lot of cards, but we kind of wanted more creatures right now. We want to shore up our 2-drop slot, that's for sure. Because right now we have legitimately only 2 creatures here. I'm not surprised if white is getting heavily cut, red is getting somewhat cut. I guess we could take the shadowy backstreet, because yes, this is a 5-drop, this is a 4-drop. I'm gonna take this one. Maybe we can, like, it makes a shady, well, shady format still double red. We definitely have to play it. Another instant bystander. Concealed weapon is cute, but I probably would rather have the actual 2-drop here in this case. Like, our Black Splash is literally just for Soul Search. And yeah, it's a nice exile card, but it's literally just for 1. Doesn't add up, does not quite add up. Rubble Built Braggart does give us a top end. I might rather just have the Shady Informant just to load up on, but we already have one. I'll take one Braggart, but I'm not happy with either. Hey, double magnifying glass. Well, okay. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot. I guess it's fine. It's fine to have one of these. I could just have the other demand answers. Like this one, it's kind of fine. If we can probably crack this one quite easily. Might as well take the Public Thoroughfare at this point, though. Those are really bad for us. Oh, we at least got the Gearbean Orangutan back. Probably take that over another Graves Strider. No, let's just take the rare. So I probably have to put the Shady Informant here. Honestly, we could use a lot of help here, though. Okay, so with Steam Core Scholars, Call of Surprise Witness, kind of okay, though we might have to just take another Novice Inspector at this point. There is a case of the Pilfered Proof, but we barely have any detectives right now, so yeah, it's a shame I have to give up on the Scholar. Yeah, we just have to take the oh, there's also a Dog Walker too. I think I take the Dog Walker here. And yeah, oh, there's an Inside Source, perfect. We're definitely taking that one. I would have taken the Form Familiar if that was not there. Let's see, expose. Okay, absolutely nothing for us here. I guess we can take, no, because what's our 5-drop? Offender, which is cheap. I guess we could take this as an actual 5-drop. Yeah, let's take one, though I actually don't really want to run one. Would not be surprised if that one wheeled easily. Also, as far as removal is concerned, we have Shock, Galvanize, and that's it. We really need more removal too. Either that or we start smashing in, but we really could use a lot of help here. Person of Interest does some go up in stock here. Felonious Rage kind of becomes a removal spell, but it doesn't feel that great. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Person of Interest here. Auspicious Arrival, we do have to take Auspicious Arrival at this point. We're short on removal, so Combat Tricks become our alternative plan. And their Soul Search, Shock is very welcome. We're currently at 15-7. We don't have a way to remove a really large creature outside of other than combat, so that I guess Aurelius Vindicator is kind of removal. We have things that we could possibly cut here. There is an On the Job. I guess one copy is fine. We're really not running anything. Yeah, red-white is kind of overdrafted here, so that's why we're kind of scrounging for playables. Shame, it's the first time we're gonna... Shadowy Backstreet as a one color land survey land. I guess it's still good enough. It also kind of taps for the disguise cost, and if we have to drop it as a 4/2, it does help it. Mm, Chase is on. Due diligence. As much as I like it, it's really dangerous for us. I guess we take the chases on. Yet another combat trick. The first strike is kind of relevant, but we might have to cut some other spells. Haunch is kind of like a creature. Probably we probably won't end up running chases on. Another offense. There's a case of pilfered proof again. Yeah, we don't have enough detectives to run it. The inside source kind of counts as a detective, but that's about it. I have to take the suspicious detonation, unfortunately. We'll probably start cutting some actuals. Probably start cutting some actual other weak lighter spells, I guess. Take the tinting cap and complete our behold the mask. So definitely want to run the street. Definitely don't need the two. Public thoroughfare is kind of fine, but yeah, we might have to run one of these. Yeah, it takes out both of the islands. Thank goodness. The one swamp we can probably give it up for another mountain, I guess. Yeah, let's give it up for another mountain. Now we have to do a sanity check on our curve. Okay, we got the alternate art for the shop. So we actually want to play the dog walker on tree. Let's see. Aurelius Vindicator can be played on tree, probably a 4. Granite Witness, definitely a tree drop. Shade Informant we can play as a tree. Offender at Large can be played as a tree. Phantom as a tree. This is what our curve actually looks like. It's fine. 15 and 9 like I could have taken another offender at large, but having the extra removal kind of helps us here. So we kind of had to make it line up like this. Is it the best deck? I don't think so. It's not easy. Like if for it to be really busted, the players to your immediate left and immediate right have to be giving up on white red. So this one we can't really keep. Like we need another red. We need a red card. If we don't hit it, we're doomed. This one we can keep. We'll give up the vigilante. But if we don't hit the third land, we're in real trouble. Yeah, we'll be forced to demand answers here. And we could sacrifice the artifact, but I think discarding a card is a better option here. Okay, hit our third land, that's good. And we have our fourth land, so I can either take the tree, just play the War Leader's Call first, and start dumping. But then I have to be wary if our opponent holds up double. No, they have their own War Leader's Call, okay. We will play Person of Interest first. Now, next turn we will have multiple options. Like, if I hit another land, we can dump Inside Source, Innocent Bystander, or Gadget Technician. We could snipe the token with a Gearbane Orangutan, and that's fine. Opponent probably trying to see if they have removal. Another face down card. Okay. Yeah, we will block. Which is why our opponent probably will not attack. Oh wait, so we do hit the... So I could make this a 4-4, but I think it's safer to just eat this. Now I can equip and smash. Or I could just swing with this right away. Yeah, I kind of want to trade with this. Opponent's gonna just take. Drop an innocent bystander. Yep, another gadget technician. At least we're not getting that domed right away. Hit another land. No, we don't want... Not on my watch, exiling it, that's fine. Gets use up the removal spell. So, probably just Insight Source? Yeah, just Insight Source. Opponent drops a Novice Inspector. So, Innocent Bystander is not gonna be dealing 3 anytime soon. Another face down card. Yeah, this is pretty much how you wanted to go. You wanted to be you wanted to line up like this. We are I would have just cast it for 4. That so let's see. This is a detective. So yeah, our opponent will just chump block with this. We kind of don't really have much of a choice here. So I kind of have to tap it, let it go. Also note that oh, the tokens are not tapped. Okay. One is just gonna crack the 2, so they're gonna be up on the cards. I kind of wish I had the on the job now. That would have allowed us to push quite a bit. Seasoned Consultant. Into another face down card. Yeah, our opponent just drawing really well. At least we get to go back up to 12. So this lets us deal 3 that. So this lets us investigate. We might as well just crack this now. Pay for them doggos. And let's see, Aurelius Vindicator. We definitely want to... Oh, this will help us quite a lot if our opponent does not have removal. So it would return to owner's hands. Opponent just goes Suspicious Detonation. Sure. Opponent might swing at us at this point. So I would have to do quite a bit of math here. They want to swing with at least 3 cards. So definitely blocking. I think we can take 6. Yeah, we can take 6. We also get a novice inspector. Hold on, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can take out 4 of their cards, not this one. Or I can take out 1, 2. Yeah, pay that. Turns it up. It's a granite witness. They probably turn 1 creature. So I could swing with both, but that's kind of reckless. I only need just want to swing with 1 here. Yeah, now we'll see if our opponent has removal for Vindicator. And even then, it just puts it back to hand. What's the case file auditor? There could still be removal. There is a particular case that does it. Nope, opponent whiffed there. We'll take this. We'll take 4. So yeah, we'll play. We already played our demand answers. Yeah, opponent concedes. They don't have enough blockers. Okay, not bad. But yeah, we were relying on that Vindicator to win the game for us. As far as bombs go, that's pretty much it. So we are in real trouble. We don't even have a lightning helix. Our removals basically just shocks. Yeah, for those tuning in, we are doing a premiere draft of Murders at Karlov Manor. We got our first win. Our red-white really aggro deck leaves a lot to be desired, to be honest. Oh yeah, we did hit our war lead. Our war leader's call got negated by their war leader's call. Okay, we'll keep this one. Turn 1 inspector is always fine, even if it means just turn 2 to clues, so we can make sure we hit our third mana. If we hit our third land, we might just drop the haunch. No, we did not hit our third land, so we will crack that clue. We unfortunately have quite a few 4 drops, so it's not ideal for us. Also note that this does not actually tap for any color unless our opponent has... Okay, this unfortunately does... Okay, we'll play this first. And the interesting trick is that we can tap the artifact. Opponent might have a response. We'll find out. We could also tap the land, but that's to make our opponent fear the possible shock. If they want to exile this with not on my watch, it's perfectly fine. We really want to hit and when playing the disguise, I definitely want to play the phantom first. Play the more disposable ones first, unless you have a specific use case that you need to use it on. So I have 2 options here. I can equip and swing, but that gives me nothing else to do, or I can just play Person of Interest. I could also just play the Griffknot trackers, start hitting up in the air. Now let's just go Person of Interest first. Shame we don't have the War Leader's call for this, but even if we kind of hit it later, it's still fine. Opponent also in white-red. opponent also having a person of interest too. So there is an argument for dropping the haunch on person of interest. Because now that our opponent will have to double block. Just to get rid of the person of interest. No, they might just take the 4. And looks like that's what they're going to do. Yeah, with that, I am just gonna play the Phantom face down. Opponent could start hitting us back, but we could just use our two detectives to block if we have to. Yeah, in the case of red-white aggro, well, our opponent could just sack this to draw a card if they need to. So there is still, it's not just a straight this is better than this one. In fact, one can say that okay, that's fine. Going after the person of interest. They could have also gone after this, but reckless detective. Basically, we're going to start forcing our opponent to have answers, though. Oh, we do have the option that if we don't crack this for food, we can also just use Gearbane Orangutan, crack this, and still get our 2 tokens. I could also... We have the Vindicator, but I don't feel like we have the... Like, our opponent still has too many cards for us to play this one safely. If our opponent's just swinging at that, I'll take it. It's fine. It actually makes sense for our opponent to swing it. It's not like it's blocking anyway. So now this is an interesting part. Add additional mana of any color. So this is 2 mana of any color. This is colorless. Or can be any color if our opponent taps a creature. So a lot of these key creatures, now they could also be the big 5 mana ones, but they could also just be the... So I can also demand answers, crack this, and get my 2. And I probably want to do that. Emergency Shock is good. And we can just cast, and Gravestone Strider is a fine option as well. So far, our opponent not really having an answer for the Defenestrated Phantom is something. I'm expecting our opponent to flip something soon. Now, we are one... I definitely want to play Vindicator kind of right now. So let's see, what are our... We could have also just played the Gravestone Strider. Oh, they did have a Vindicator. So, yeah, we'll let that happen. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana to... So our opponent's going to go back up to 10. I will double block that one. Opponent's probably incentivized to go all in, but they're playing kind of conservatively. Yeah, because this still has War 2 even when it flips up, so that is a thing. And the thing is, this card goes back to our hand, so... Well, at least we're kind of flooding anyway, so there we go. So I might end up just like this could be. I could just play the Griffnaut Tracker. I could play our own Vindicator face down, and just do it to them as well. I'm probably gonna play the Griffnaut Tracker first. Let's make sure this does not come back. Not that I don't think it's gonna come back. Our opponent is kind of. We now have 7 mana. An 8 mana would allow us to play this, flip, eat something. An 8 mana would also allow us to just drop Phantom and Strider. We have quite a few options, actually. In fact, it could also allow us to Gearbane Graves Vindicator. Ideal. Okay, opponent gives up the red herring. I ideally would want to just I could just I'm just gonna chump block this for now. We'll take the 4. Reason chump blocking is because there's a chance that this is the double strike creature. That's 6 damage. That would be really, really bad. Opponent does have the bother. They could have gone fuss also. So that would have made the block really bad if we went after this guy. Why? But now we have. Also note we have the option of going after our graveyard, but. Yeah, but this time I don't think our situation is that great. If our opponent has another fuss bother, we will be gaining life back. So it will take us down 7. We lose both creatures. Yeah, it's probably better this way. This could also be a Fender at large. It just pumps one of them. Nope, it's on the job. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We would have. Yeah, we would have died. I think we're still dead though. Nope, we gained 4 life. We're back up to 2. But now, if our opponent has one way to pump the token, we're just dead. Shock would also be bad for us. Yeah, our opponent had a really good Aurelius Vindicator. We didn't. We kind of did not. We could have played ours earlier. It turned out our opponent. Yeah, we're kind of forced to block both of these creatures. Like, I can flip this up. I can go on the job, but that's like, and our opponent has Tall Samir also. So yeah, that's kind of over. there's an offender at large, but let's see. And yeah, we just don't have enough blockers here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's me. That our opponent just had. Also, it's a case of whether you are able to splash for something good or not. In our case, we didn't really have anything. We didn't really have anything great in our lineup. Like I think the closest to great was was the green air quotes collective company that gives you that will give you two cloaked creatures. That that was also the same pack that had War Leader's Call. Of course, we're gonna take the War Leader's Call in that situation. Okay, this one definitely a lot better. We got a 1-2-3. Definitely keeping this. Opponent going first, not our jam. At least they're leading in green. Now green can get powerful mid game, so we're just gonna have to be fast. Yep, they stymied us right away with the Aftermath Analyst. We could demand answers, but I kind of want to. What I kind of want to do is just sack the clue to the orangutan, unless our opponent presents some other artifact. Face down card, that's fine. So next turn, another face down. Yeah, that made 0 sense. So I can play this, then flip up and play another one. Let's see if our opponent is willing to trade their 2 face down cards for this. No, they're not. Green red is definitely the turn face up deck, so it's a question of what they have. The fact that they're not willing to trade these two means that either one or both of them are individually very important. They did give up a pyro. They did mill a pyrotechnic performer, so that was not. Yeah, that was not so great for them. They also milled a tunnel tipster. That one's kind of replaceable. Another face down. You're really going for the face down deck. So on the job is a thing. Opponent's still taking like a champ. I'm just waiting for one of these to turn up and be nasty. Though, if they don't have reach, we should be able to kind of get them. Target creature blocks this turn if able. That's actually fine, because that means... That means I block with both and get a free investigate in the process. Now our opponent could dump all the damage on the Granite Witness and... But yeah. Also... Hold on. Is Deltree... Ah, it didn't get Deltree or more. Anyway, let's... So depending how our opponent blocks, like if our opponent double blocks the orangutan, we can just go on the job. if I swung with the Novice Inspector, that would have been too obvious. Opponent has a shock. Yeah, they're gonna spend the extra mana for it, but it's fine. We still have a 4/4, which we can make into a 5/5. So I can also demand answers. Pitch the Strider. Yeah, let's buff the Novice Inspector first. That's pretty much our only option here. And yeah, we'll swing with both. Opponent might have a combat trick. They do. But we still got in for an extra 2. That's fine. Hide in plain sight. Yeah, that's the. So it's also interesting that I am incentivized to play the Gravestone Strider, so that when this attacks, I get a 2/4. I could also just demand answers and sacrifice the clue. So our opponent have removal. Well, removal for the Novice Inspector seems weird. Bite down on crime. Okay, so we have 6 mana up. I think I do just discard the card. Yep, we hit. Now here I want to see how the opponent blocks. So we're not getting through all 3, but we are going to get a free investigate. And I could also just play this first, but I probably... Yeah, let's play this first. I can crack the clue later. Yeah, that was an escape tunnel and a mountain. Opponent. Now we're digging. Wow, we're just flooded. Into a yeah. Now we need to hit. We have to hit one of our flyers. Now we're trying to see if we can. Yeah, another collect evidence. When it holds back, that's fine. Public thoroughfare. Yeah, not a great time to have that. Also, as far as evidence is concerned, our opponent has way too much, so not really gonna matter. So if I attack with both of these, it will really depend how our opponent blocks. If our opponent blocks this with the Hellion, that's really bad. It's only gonna be a 6. It'll be only a 6/4. That won't be enough to kill. My best bet is to really just hold the offender at large back. Also, looks like our opponent is stopping as well. Well, Dogwalker's fine. So this is the case of if we can keep both, because we have a go sideways plan. And opponent concedes. They apparently did not have the extra blockers. Yeah, we would have got Yeah, they did not have the extra blockers. We would have gotten through far enough. That was too close to call. That was getting scary. We managed to survive without our rares, that that was still scary nonetheless. The green red deck really kind of got there. Our combat tricks were just kind of lining up, so we were not getting run over that badly. So yeah, this is fine. Turn one, shadowy backstreet. Definitely keeping the dog walker up. Now I could play this 3-1, but that's kind of a waste of value. Now shocking the tipster is not, so that's what we're gonna do. Now our opponent could have a long goodbye, so that would be annoying. But at least we can do turn 4 person of interest. Opponent playing. We are seeing a lot of the multicolored decks, though honestly speaking, I'm not too convinced that that's the right way to do it. I'm actually gonna play. I'll swing first. If our opponent blocks, okay, he didn't block. If our opponent blocked, I would have just flipped it, accepted the 2 dog tokens. That was it. Opponent swinging. Let's force them to give a combat trick or flip it up or something. Generally flip up. Yeah, it's a combat trick. That was what I figured. Let's turn it face up though. We don't have a way of getting a clue. And if I can't hit the 5th mana before our opponent flips this up, we might be in real trouble. Opponent goes. Now this one control dies. So we're actually gonna snipe Yaris first. If we can hit that land, if we can't hit that land, we are in real big trouble. Our opponent probably, if our opponent keeps drawing cards off this, they might not be incentivized to flip it up. Another face down card. I might just have to take the 6. But yeah, if we can't hit that land, we're so sample collector. Wow, we really could not hit that land to save us. Yeah, this one doesn't do anything now. Yeah, getting stuck on the land was really painful here. Like, I could play this one, kind of hope to tap something down for next turn, but it's... Yeah, getting stuck on the land kind of killed us here. missed. I think our opponent draw a lot of cards is not helping our case either. Hit our land, but it is a public thoroughfare. Now, we don't have an untapped artifact, so we have to tap a land. I can play this as a chump blockers. Yeah, I guess we play it as a chump blocker. So let's see. Destroy up to one target artifact. Yeah, there are no artifacts. I know. That's probably our best bet, but honestly, it's still kind of concerning. We won't be able to snipe Yaris until next turn. We will have to give up a lot of creatures in the meantime. And I have to block in such a way that I don't... Yeah, another face down card, and it has haste, so... Try taking... One thing super cautious though. Oh no, they're swinging at everything. So how many blocks can I make to avoid dying? These two are mandatory. 2, 4, 6. If they have something that flips it up that gives it extra PT, I'm just dead. And I can't guess. Okay, no, they don't have it. And the thing is, it returns it to the battlefield face up. It's just another Yaris as a blocker. No, they don't have that trick. Oh my gosh, we barely survived! We barely survived that one. That was so close. Oh my gosh, that was so scary. Hey, to all those tuning in, yeah, we barely survived that one. We did not hit any of our rares yet, but in that game yet, but that was fine. No, in fairness, we hit our rares in our first 2 games. It was really devastating the first game. Our opponent just happened to have the same rare and played it better second game. It is what it is. That's how it lines up. But yeah, we have a red-white deck. It is kind of mid. It's not that we did not exactly open the really bomby power commons, power uncommons. We got some, just not enough. We have more mountains. I'm willing to keep this as a risk. Like if we happen to hit a white mana, then we're really gold. Okay, we did not. So now we have to hit any mana. I can't complain anymore. White would be really nice. But innocent. Okay, opponent going for green. So green tends to be a little bit more late game, which I can kind of appreciate at least. When we're playing green black, we did. And the thing is, if our opponent plays a ward creature, we can't even shock it. Oh, come on, we're not even... Can't even get... Yeah, we got really greedy and got kind of punished there. We'll just have to keep going aggro until we can land something good. One that has a 4-drop. Another face down card. Is this the same opponent? This might be the same opponent. Now, if it is the same opponent... Now, depending how they flip one of these creatures, at least we should be able to... Okay. If this is another land, I will... On top, I'll keep it. If not, I have to bin it. Now the interesting thing is, if our opponent doesn't set up any blockers, we can take our opponent. Well, they had the intention of blocking with innocent bystander, blocking an innocent bystander. Doesn't matter which one. You do get to investigate. Now, I could just investigate right away, or probably the more reasonable one is to just shock these out. Next turn, we can play the War Leader's Call. Opponent has their own innocent bystander. Taking, they have another drop as well, so we do hit our 4th mana. I could just play the Dog Walker face down, hope to hit a land, hope to hit the land next turn, so I can flip and so I can War Leader's Call flip, or I can War Leader's Call now, hold back. Then next turn, if we do hit the land, we can go Dog Walker, then flip. Also note that any land allows us to play Shady Informant, which straight up, which is kind of okay as well. Yeah. Our land drop, the land drop situation hasn't been that kind to us. Glint Weaver is also kind of annoying, but it does mean... Yeah, I probably will block this. We both investigate. Hey, Kerbal Rodriguez, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Okay, so we do have to play this land. At least we can tap a clue. Though in this case, doesn't quite matter that much. I'll probably just play the Granite Witness face down. Next turn we can just do the Dog Walker flip. I'm just doing it with this one first so that we don't kind of give it away right away. We are about to take a big hit from these two. Like, sure, I can kind of give this one up. How? Yeah, so for those tuning in, it's Sunday, so we play we draft on Magic Gathering Arena. Opponents, yeah, just dropping them big creatures. Well, it does mean we get. So now we have an interesting situation where I can. Okay, definitely mana's filling up. where I most likely just tap down the Topiary Panther. Or there are actually multiple options here. I either tap down the Topiary Panther. This will become a 4-3, so I can still block the Glint Weaver that way. When it goes Unscrupulous Agent, we will lose the Phantom. That's fine. There's an argument for, say, losing. Greenbelt Radical, creatures you control gain trample. So... yeah, unfortunately, we're not getting the Dog Walkers anytime soon. Actually, we might. Just take the 6 here. But yeah, we're still in trouble because of the Topiary Panther. Yeah, that Person of Interest gives us a flip. Now, I could attack, but honestly speaking, we do need to block. That said, no point blocking this. If our opponent just has removal, we're just dead anyway. Nothing. Python and Crime, yeah, that will do it. And they had the extra shock too. Wow. Yeah, us not having the land drops on time really hurt us there. So we got our 3 wins, but we got our 2 losses. Any game could be our last from this point onward. I'm still kind of bullish, though. Yeah, we took a gamble on that one. We were hoping to hit the third land a lot sooner. I think I was willing to risk losing that 1 land drop, but how many turns did we miss that land drop? That was too much. Yeah, we were playing from behind. It was a miracle that we lasted as long as we did, so I could not complain that too much. Ay. We got a long road ahead of us though, so let's see if we can let's see if we can get that way up there. Okay, turn 1, turn 2. Okay, I'm willing to keep this one, though this is admittedly very slow. We can get punished for it. Okay, maybe not quite. I'm gonna play the mountain first so that I don't have to play the demand answers until a lot later. But we are definitely galvanizing this creature. Next turn, we can just go Shady Informant and flip it face up. Wow, opponent's really leaning on the red herrings. Yeah, we'll have to play this face down. I think our opponent might have the... Oh no, they're split in multiple colors. Am I willing to block? Yes, but it's kind of a waste. I might rather just take the hit, flip attack, force our opponent to kill it somehow. Force the Witness, X equals 1, spend the 2. Okay. Okay, at least we got a person of interest this time. Yeah, we might get domed out just because of a single red herring. Opponent has the Maverick Topterus. Oh no. So we do have 5 mana. I can... I want to see our opponent blocks. No, they're not blocking. They're just gonna take it. Sure. Now I can suspicious detonation the top tourist, and it probably makes good sense to do that. I can also just demand answers for now. Pitch the public thoroughfare. Oh wow, we're really flooding. Okay, nuts. We can auspicious arrival next turn, let's say, but we are taking 4. Opponent, okay. Now could also be really bad. It might be better for me to just let it go. Yeah, I'll just let it go. They might have a combat trick. Especially at 5 mana. It could also just be a large, yeah, person of interest. Okay, innocent bystander helps. Shock is also quite helpful, so we're gonna keep that up top. But yeah, this is one. They have a buzz crusher too. If they go for it, they're gonna. Oh, they're actually going for their own land. Yeah, they went for ours too. We're gonna lose the shock, which is a shame. It may search, put it on the battlefield, tapped and shuffle. I can choose to decline. Yeah, I'm gonna decline. I want to see what. I want to see if we're forced to shuffle the. Yeah, we don't shuffle the library if we decline. Yeah, but we are still probably gonna lose this game here. Like I can suspicion. Wait, cancel that. We can make this cheaper. Now let's see what our opponent has. Vengeful Tracker. So we're not cracking any more clues until we snipe that. Let's see if our opponent has an answer to that. If they have an answer to that, we're just dead. Reasonable doubt. Okay, yeah. Yep. This time we flooded out too much. So 3 wins is kind of fine. It's not the best, but we did end up with an admittedly very mid deck, so that is kind of what we're expecting. It's a shame that we couldn't get a 4th win, but I'll take what we got here. 3 wins, 3 losses. Yeah, we could have done better, but I'll take it for what it is. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Definitely interesting to see how the alchemy additions will affect draft next week. I do have to figure out my schedule for next week, but I think I should be fine on the usual schedule. Yeah, but definitely the note that red-white is kind of overdrafted now, so we did happen to line up, but there were just too many people drafting red-white, so we got cut from cards very easily. Also a bit unfortunate in a few instances on what we got there, but hey, that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Kerbal Rodriguez, for tuning in. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.